Hello and welcome to Exactly Average. Today we are going to be playing a new game that's just come out called into early access called The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. So this is set just after the events of Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit, and it is about the dwarfs going back to their homeland. There will be a link in the description if you want to pick this up yourself. This is actually currently only on Epic. I would assume it's probably one of those year-long exclusivity deals. And will eventually come to Steam, and it is going to be coming to at least the PlayStations and probably the Xboxes as well in due course. But yeah, so normally I don't really play games on the Epic Store, but this one really caught my eye, and I had been wanting to play it for quite some time. So let's hop in. So first thing we're going to go on to play, I've already made my dwarf, so we're going to play here. His name is Average, because that is me. We're going to create a world, just choose a random seed, so that's the seed number if you want to play along. Average's world solo, I did create, I'm just going to call that solo 1 because I did do a test. I have played a bit of multiplayer on this because it does have I think it's up to 4-player co-op, which is actually very, very fun. So yeah, so we're going to play offline and hop right in.
That was no normal dwarf blast.
There is some pretty cool cutscenes. I do have some items with me that I shouldn't have, so I'm going to take them off a second, because when you spawn in, you don't have any of these things. I'm just going to take those off and this off, just so it's out of the way, because this is what you would actually spawn in with. So the idea is basically to loot to start with, craft up some bits and pieces. So we've got a recipe for a torch, so I'll now bring the torch down because I have enough to craft that. And I'll basically do it that way, so save me having to recraft everything. But yeah, so basically just running around, grabbing some woods and bits. They've done a very clever way of using the lighting in this game. In that if you don't have the lighting, if you're not in light, you do get a debuff after a while, which lowers some of your stats. Jump over here. And basically at the moment we're just grabbing some metal scraps and some wood pieces to make a simple pickaxe, which we now have enough to do. So again, I'll bring that down because we have the parts that I would need to do that. Yeah, so it's to be honest, it very much reminds me of a Valheim-esque game. And hopefully this will be the next Valheim. It does seem really fun. And as you go into this new area, you will open up sort of new area on your map with new bits. Got some cloth.
Firelight.
So now we have an improvised axe. So let's bring that down as well. And grab some mushrooms because we're going to want some food. Yeah, the controls seem really good with this. From people that I've spoken to and some other YouTubers I've seen that have done this, they've mostly been using a controller, which is fine. But personally, I prefer if I'm on a PC, I want to be using mouse and keyboard. That's like kind of for me the whole point of being on a PC. But you know, to each their own. It does work with controller. Apparently, the controls are intuitive and work well with that as well. So yeah, so we've when I picked up that statue as well, we got this buff down here called Hero Spirit. So restoring and honouring Khazad-dûm gives us bonus to energy for a short time. So that shows you there. You can click on the stats button down here as well, which shows you all your maximum health and different pieces like that, which I will go through. But so if you want to stop and look, by all means pause the video. So down here you can see you've got your morale. So we're in the light at the moment, so we have loads of morale. as you go into the dark, as you can see, your morale gets a debuff as well. So here you have your health and your food. So we can eat a mushroom, which will raise our food back up as well. You can get a buff later on where I can't remember what it's called. I think it's well fed or something along those lines, where yeah, you get a big buff for your energy, because you do expend a lot of energy on this game. Running around, you can see on here as well, so you have your energy meter there and then your stamina meter as well. Energy and stamina are different in this game. Your stamina is what you use for, you know, attacking and cutting through things as well. So let's talk to Aric and light these braziers.
Ah, are you from our camp?
Thank the winds! I am Aric, son of Aric. Yours is the only friendly face here.
What happened to the rest of camp?
I cannot tell. A curse, ill curse. It blocks me.
Could you search for a way out? And for any other survivors?
I will search. You go east, see what you can find. I will fly to you when I can.
Okay, so that's him telling us where we need to go. So we've got to go through this dirt area here as well. Okay, so one thing that, as well, that I have realised on this is you should just be looting everything all the time that you can. But yeah, so we're going to build a quick platform on here. So we'll build one over this side and then we'll build another one up here just so we can jump up. I will go into the crafting and building menus very shortly as well when we get to the next section. So I'm just going to go through again onto the next area. Once you've built something, I haven't been able to find a way to move it around again afterwards, which is something that I would like to have implemented personally. Just because, like, if you've put something in the wrong place and you want to move it, I don't want to have to destroy it to move it elsewhere as well. So grab this stone. There's quite a cool mechanic with the torch as well, where if you're moving, bear with me, I'll show you in a second. Okay, so let's grab these. So while you're moving, if you go fast, it goes blue, and then if you're standing still, it goes back to the normal color. Which I think it's quite a cool little addition. There's it's the little bits in these that when people pay attention to them, it's really good. Yeah, so we're just gonna get as much as we can at the moment. I'm going to start breaking down all these because I want the metal scraps out of them.
Doors of Durin. What is wrong with it?
So we can't get through that door at the moment.
I've never seen rooms with such shadow. No wonder we couldn't get it open from the other side.
And then we have all of these different things on here. Just get rid of it. This triggers me if these are all there. Sorry, it has to go. But yeah, so that's that bit. I'm just going to skip through this little bit and I'll be right back with you just once I've got all of these resources. So we can basically break apart almost everything in the game, which is I quite like. So there's all sorts of random resources that you'll find, like quartz and other bits and pieces like that as well. We now have a debuff called Weary, so growing tired. Total stamina is reduced. Rest to restore energy, which we will be doing shortly. So I think I've got everything that I want to from here. Let's just grab this last little bit here because I want all the metal scraps. So metal scraps are used. Oh, and some cloth, lovely. Metal scraps are used to fix up your weapons and tools and stuff once they've got damaged. It costs things to. It costs like iron and stuff like that to build stuff. But what I do like is that it doesn't have to continually eat up all of your really quite valuable resources to build things. It just uses random metal scraps, which I quite like. So I can hear some goblins up here somewhere.
Not yet, fool.
Should we start having a look? Oh, it might be. Maybe it's orcs.
Feast on dwarf flesh. Wait for my signal.
Yeah, I think that's enough of this stuff now. Let's go and have a look what's up here. It's just some stone. Okay. Oh, more scraps. Lovely. So let's go all the way around. I think Aric is over the other side.
An outpost of Balin's Company.
There we go.
Here. I need a better weapon for this.
Telling me to kill the rats. I'll do that in a minute.
Ah, Aric, what news?
There's no way west. No way out.
I did not think we would see shadow-cursed runes in Moria. Our path, then, must go east.
That gets us some meat. Lovely.
Long journey. You must prepare. Up here, at that old dwarven camp.
You're right. It's time to find shelter before making our way further.
I will scout ahead. Stay alive.
With luck, we will exit the Dimrill Gate. For now, we must face the long dark of Moria.
Okay, so let's rebuild the stone hearth first of all. And then that gives us a camp hearth. We have wood flare, we have roast meats, we can do buildings, so all is good over here now. So let's break this down. Deposit all our coal onto here. We also would like to rebuild the furnace. And we would like to rebuild the forge, but we can't do that yet because we need to get some bits and pieces for it. Let's destroy all of this. Okay. Right, let's get rid of all the stone stuff. And then we need to go and look for... Let's just tidy this place up. Then we need to go and look for some iron. Start on that as well. I will hopefully get some combat in this video as well for you, so you can see how that works. Let's get rid of all the broken stuff out the way. Maybe I can't get rid of that bit. Must be just be this bit. There we go. We're going to craft another simple pickaxe. Actually, torch. We're going to want a torch, and we're going to want a simple pickaxe as well. Because both of mine are broken. Oh, no they're not. Just the torch. Okay, so that can just stay on the floor for now. Then, as you can see, it's highlighting an iron vein up here for us. So let's go mining some iron. So you can start doing some singing as well, so you can sing while you're doing certain things. There's a jug of ale you can get later, which you can sing while you're doing it, while you're eating through it. Or drinking through it, sorry. Which I quite like. I think it's a nice little feature. As I say, attention to detail, that's That's what's in this, and I love that. As you're playing as well, so iron can be quite hard to find as well. So like as you're going round, it's sometimes can be very well hidden. So it's just like a little bit of a corner of something, and then it'll open up into a massive vein, and you can get loads. So my inventory is full, but I am still going to mine it all out, just so we've got all of it here, just for us to go and grab, because we will be using it in a second. Probably won't be able to get into the base building aspect actually into this. I won't be able to build the actual base. It's something we can build later. Realistically, we shouldn't be building it this early. Won't be able to get to that bit. There we go. Okay, so there's plenty of iron there. We'll grab that in a minute. I am just going to build this here just to make it easier for us to get up this way if we want to, rather than going all the way around. And let's build some stuff. So B for bed, build menu. So we're going to get a bedroll first of all. Just rotate that there. Pop you there. I also want a wooden chest next to my bedroll, and we'll get a wood pallet. Pop that down in this corner over here. So this is just for us to put all of our resources onto. I also want a stone pallet, we'll put there. What else do we want? Coal pallet we've got. Iron ore pallet we won't use at the moment because we'll be using most of it. So pop all of our stone down, pop all of our wood down. What is excellent with this that made me very happy is that when you go to use anything, it will take stuff out of your boxes. So you don't have to worry about putting everything in your boxes. You can put stuff in there and it doesn't matter. So all of your crafting, so if I go now over to this furnace, iron ingots, it can see I've got 30 iron, even though it's in that chest which is over there. So that is amazing. So let's build all of this iron that we can, because we're going to rebuild the forge, and then we can build the other bits and pieces. Roast meat, we only have 2 meat, so we're going to need some more. Mushroom stew, we can do those. So let's build a mushroom stew because we are starving. That's here for now.
A dwarven chest. Let's get you open. See what you're keeping secret.
While that's building, actually, let's go and have some sleep. So while you're asleep, everything will still work in the background. So there's one there, collect an ingot. So we've got that. Eat this meal. Gives us our food back again, and we get the rested buff. Okay, let's put some light back out over here. Grab this ore that we hadn't got from before. That actually looks like that's more ore. Not. One last piece. Lovely.
Now swing her strong and wail her song, all of her o'er till day's end. Where, hey, when the throat runs dry, ale in my hand by the hearth, ale in my hand by the hearth.
The songs are so excellent. I really like them.
When do we attack?
So we can hear there are some orcs outside. So I'm actually going to skip over something. Once you've done this, you'd rebuild the forge, and then that means you can make your sword, which we will use in a second. I'm also going to put that on, and once you get some recipes, you can get some armor as well, but we'll go through that later. So I'm just going to pop this into here. There we go. Lovely. Right. Now let's go out and find a fight. So there is something as well. Let's get this rat. There's some more wood. Lovely. Oh, the goblins are attacking. There is a dodge mechanic. There is also, I'm going to put my shield on. So there's also a shield bash where you can knock them over. There's also a power strike. There we go, where we do loads of damage. Unfortunately, there's one thing I would like, and that would be to get something from the orcs and stuff when you kill them. There needs to be like something that makes you think, oh, okay, we've just earned that. That's great, you know, something that drops from them, which is a shame. So there's something we can do here where we can rebuild this damaged statue. You have to build the hammer, which I do have. But you wouldn't have it yet, so I'm going to do it anyway. But basically, just because it shows you a bit more, then just need to find some stone real quick. Orc there, let's go kill him first. Oh, so that's what normally happens when you first come here, is that all the orcs just disappear. So loads of wood scraps. Is there no stone scraps? No. I'm just going to go grab some stone from the base so I can show you what this does. So just need 10 stone. What you do when you've got the hammer, you get the stone, you rebuild the statue. And then it should teach us half of a recipe. So there we go. So we learn half of the iron war axe. So there's another one of these somewhere which has another war axe recipe on it. And we need the other one of that.
Better weapon for
to kill this wolf. We need to put the shield out there. There we go. More meat. And then this is a coal vein. But yeah, so there's all sorts of different stuff on here. But yeah, this is the Return to Moria. Just mostly a first impressions. So far, I mean, I've played about 2-3 hours into it so far. I've not had any issues with performance. It's been really fun. It is much more fun when you're playing with other people, so into a multiplayer. I think it's a multiplayer centric game. I think it's built that way. It's more fun that way. So yeah, I think that is probably the best way to do that. So I would highly recommend doing that. It's about £31, so I'm not sure how much that would be in dollars or whatever your currency is where you are. It's still, I think, got a lot to be added to it. Obviously, it's early access, so it's only just this second come out. So I'm sure the developers will be adding loads more things, but you know, it's early access, so anyone's guess is as good as mine. But I've been really enjoying it, and I certainly will be playing plenty more. But yeah, this is the first impressions of that. If you have enjoyed the video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a like and subscribe, check out some of my other videos as well. It is so helpful to me as a small creator. I really appreciate it. But that's going to be me signing off. Thank you very much for coming along. I've been Exactly Average, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.